Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Wake Forest team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Wake Forest's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? The play-action fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. So Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at quarterback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Running back searching for a hole. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground. A 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the run.
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Clemson! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so...
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up.
Hey, nice job by the offense there attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Catch in the middle. It's Boone. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalties. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And it looks as if another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide out in motion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it.
Looking deep down the right side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, the QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. And now the ball is knocked free. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making...
He lost one down the sideline. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
And he's got it at the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly.
And boy, was that pressure in. Immediately down he goes.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tiger. This dude is putting on the air and by the ground. With what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Returner is tackled at the 46. And your Clemson Tigers.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They'll immediately call timeout. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in the groove.
And they got him for the sack. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. The
offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarter.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Demon Deacons will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way.
Oh, look out! That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes Clemson 51, Wake Forest 3.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Working that left side now. Nice pitch and catch. Have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Check. Flip. Unlock.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a... A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your...
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield go first.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. They'll try to pick up the first. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Goodness gracious, that's 3 for 3 now on 4th downs. That's just, it's nuts. I don't think you're going to make a living on this. I don't think you're always going to make this happen. And defensively, just keep trying to get him to 4th down. You're going to get a stop on one of these plays.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Using the quick game. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
42 Spider. 691 Gators Farm.
Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Going up top on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On the double.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The 10. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And the... work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball...
Point is
They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Memphis.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots. So you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
He's past the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Afterburners coming. Ripped off a huge chunk play. Gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Clemson now operating in the red zone.
In blue. Valley Stunner.
Handoff to the lone back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Ready up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution. I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that, to give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by him.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Tiger! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12... Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
In the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This is a 3rd and long. Off play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
Sure.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately, short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Off the play fake. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Make the grab. Clemson jumps to the line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on first down, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tiger! And the route is on. They put another score. They try to push this winning streak to 3.
This always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Snap from the gun on third down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're in command of this game. Trying to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this...
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking for the end zone. Picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now on first down from the 30. He's looking to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to